In the midst of the Padres' search for another starter, Trevor Bauer has been reinstated from his 324-game suspension after violating MLB's domestic violence and sexual assault policies. It was reduced to 194 games, which he has already served, so that will make him eligible for opening day 2023. So let's talk about the pros and cons of actually signing Trevor Bauer. He's going to be 32, so he's not too old. He's in his prime right now. He seems to be getting better as he's gotten older, so father time isn't really affecting him, and he's not even old at all. And he still appears to be in the swing of things with baseball. He spent all that time at Momentum facing Eric Sim or whatever, but he still appears to have been practicing baseball and consistently playing, so I don't think he'll be too out of shape. He just hasn't really been facing MLB competition. But the main cons just stem from just drama in general, because the person that got involved with that whole sexual assault thing, she was actually a member of the pod squad, and she was said to be linked with Tatis and Clevenger. And obviously Clevenger isn't on the team anymore, but I don't know if there's going to be any more extra drama because, Bauer and Clevenger are really good friends. And you never really want drama in the clubhouse. You just want these guys to be playing good baseball. So just the idea that, that person who accused him and that whole story, she's a San Diegan. She was working for the Padres, so that's always going to be close to Bauer. And, he's obviously pissed about not pitching for over a year. He hasn't pitched since June of 2021 in Major League Baseball. That kind of really turned his life upside down. So I don't know if he'd even want to go to the city. I don't know. You want him to be full on board. Another con is money. He's an expensive pitcher. He's very good. I mean, the Dodgers are paying him over $30 million a year. I don't think he's going to want any less than that, even though he hasn't pitched since June of 2021. That's something to note. So maybe it'll be out of our budget. I don't know. I mean, we got a lot of money, but you want to make sure you're really specific of how you want to spend it. You want to make sure if Manny opts out, you got the money from. You definitely want to make sure that we can re-sign and extend Soto to a very long-term contract. He's only going to be 24 next year. These are all things we got to be thinking about. And then I don't know if there's any other added drama between Tatis and Bauer because they were both linked with the same person in that whole sexual assault allegation system, whatever. So that's also another thing to note. Because the last thing we want in this clubhouse is any sort of added drama, like I've been saying. Because these guys just got to go out there and play baseball. There's 162-game seasons. We can't afford to have people, on edge about whatever drama is going on. Maybe it's a good thing that Clevenger's gone, so there's no more conversation with him linked to this whole thing. But that's always going to be in the back of my mind with this whole Bauer signing. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. So yeah, the pros are he's going to only be 32. He's in his prime right now. He seems to be getting better as he's getting older. Father time isn't affecting him at all. And he's in a lot of baseball activity. He's been working out pretty much every day from what I know. He's been throwing. He's been working on velocity. He's been involved in a lot of baseball activity. So he's probably not too out of shape. But there are some cons, The drama worry, there was the same person. She was a San Diegan. She was on the pod squad. Maybe he won't even want to pitch for the Padres knowing that the person who pretty much ruined his life worked for the Padres and is a San Diegan. Same girl's linked with Tatis and Clevenger, his best friend Clevenger. Even though Cleven's not on the team, Tatis is still here and you never want that conversation to come up. And lastly, just, he'll cost a lot of money. Let's be honest. He's a good pitcher, and good pitchers cost money. And I don't know where we want to be dispersing our money. You got to think of the Manning contract. If he opts out, you want to have a Soto extension. So things like that. But in the end, I think that we still should sign him. We still need a little bit more starting pitching depth. I know people say that Adrian Morejon's going to be looking good, and I think he will be. But, you can't rely on a guy who hasn't proved himself yet, and Bauer has proved himself in the major leagues. Another con, he just hasn't been facing MLB hitting. He hasn't pitched since June of 2021, and facing Eric Sim is not getting you that much better. He's just basically working on himself. So that's another thing to know. Maybe he'll have to actually take less because he hasn't been pitching in real baseball. These are all things to note. Let me know if you guys agree. Let me know if you guys think that we should sign him or not and why in the comments down below. Happy holidays, guys. Merry Christmas. Thank you for all the support this year, and I'm excited for 2023. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.